Oh, hey, are we ready?
Yes, we are.
Okay,
Done.
no worries. Howdy again.
Hello. Welcome back. It's like we
Yeah.
did this last night or something.
Hey, feels like it. Anyway. Hey, I'm back again. I said Sunday last night because I was tired, so it's actually today, like right now. I would like to introduce you to probably one of the weirdest games you'll find on the PlayStation 2. Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex, uh, featuring all the licenses from, I forget who owns it, but also all the original voice actors voicing lines in the game. It's quite strange. Yep, Tachikoma. All right, I'm ready to go whenever.
Okay, then. If you like, just count them in to start the timer.
Yeah. Sounds good. And let me see here. Okay. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. I love Tachikoma. Anyway, this is, as previously stated, Ghost in Shell Standalone Complex. Any percent for the PlayStation 2. It follows the event of the Major and the rest of cybersecurity as they attempt to figure out what's been going on with some micro machines and some rice. Quite interesting. This is a mix between like Major's levels are like a kind of third-person action shooter, minor 3D platformer. Um, and then you have Bateau, who just kind of your standard, action gun-toting game. The story is kind of cool. Game's pretty short too. It's definitely one of those things that you could probably knock out. Not even working really hard. Major is lucky enough to have a double jump and climb function, which we'll be abusing to kind of shortcut a few of the levels. There aren't too many skips in this game. There is a massive one in Chapter 3, but it is such a high risk reward, and you're basically doing the entire trick blind. I just don't bother. It's just not worth it for me. But definitely a lot of angled wall jumps to get you through. If you notice, I think I really haven't even bothered interacting with the enemies. Their AI is not the smartest, thankfully. As most henchmen tend to be, not really good. Their aim's not the greatest. Unfortunately, with this game, though, when they hit, boy, does it sting a little bit. But mainly, just a good bit of 3D platforming going on. And then you get, like, witty phone calls constantly, so you get to hear the entire cast basically forward the story through you. I want to say, when did I start running this? I feel like I started running this maybe 2 years ago, and it's always been kind of what I call a back pocket run. Like, if someone's, oh man, we have a marathon, we need someone to fill an hour, generally I pretty much have this at least practiced enough that it's on standby. It is fairly easy. I recommend everyone, if you're looking for an hour-long speed game that you don't need to shell out stupid money for, it's a good one to look into. When I first found the run, I think there was only one run online, and it was like an hour and 50 minutes or something. I took it upon myself to bring that down into like right around the hour mark, and since then has been pushed even lower by runners like Lily Graham. I'm trying to think who else. There's actually a a Finnish runner that like picked it up, did 3 runs, and then like never touched it again. But it was neat just to see someone else jump into it. But here it is in all of its glory. Gonna take the intentional on that one. Really? Oh, I was too early on it. Oops. Haven't done that one before.
Wouldn't be a marathon without those moments.
Yeah. Did I even stop and interact with the terminal, or did I just like shut my brain down?
I was actually looking at the donation incentives. Do you mind if I plug them real quick?
Go ahead, feel free. There we go. Yeah, I just straight missed it. I'm an idiot.
That happens. Anyways, so our next run is actually going to be Spyro the Dragon, run by Aldeezy. And we actually have an incentive that has not been met for it yet, to display all the miscellaneous mechanics that go into the game. And after that, we have Chicory, Colorful Tail, with an incentive to climb the mountain. I imagine both of these are quite expansive and interesting to watch, so if you get a chance, it looks like It's Your Girl C actually just plugged our donation link. Please feel free to look and vote for what you want.
Chicory is such a cute game. Hey, I forgot. Major has one other talent. She can hack people. It's rather interesting. Sadly, this is the only time we're going to use it in the game. I just need to basically clear the pathway. So I got to get rid of these snipers. Otherwise, it's literally impossible to get through this area. Nice. Didn't even have to stop. Steady aim, steady hand. That's what I've been practicing all week. Not really. The game wants you to go all the way around this weird fence, but they didn't really put a way of stopping you from just literally jumping around it, besides, you know, me just missing the jump, which I haven't done in a few months. It's really cute. Okay, when's this up? Yeah, I gotta do the whole sequence over again. Unfortunate. A little bit of bad luck as per usual. Which means I get to show off the cool hacking mechanic again. It's like a sliding puzzle. Silliness. Any whomstead. That guy just, I don't know, was very courteous, just kind of giving us a lot of room to do our hacking and just waits for us to come out of the, our little ocular goggles.
There are enemies on the roof. We need some intel. Obtain information on what they're trying to do here.
Weird champ. No idea why it just... Angles are not working on that one for whatever reason. So, not world record, not PB already. Let's get it. Anyway, I'll climb this ladder, and we're going to interact with this cute little Jameson-type machine here, and it's going to become our buddy in the next few levels. But give us a rundown. We did horrible. All right, we're introduced to our second character. His name is Bateau. He's got cybernetic eyes, a surly attitude, and a sweet ponytail. Quite a handsome devil, let me tell you. Unfortunately for him, his mission is not as fun. He has to basically climb a parking garage in one manner or another. You know, got to do what you got to do, I guess. Sometimes you get the grunt work. Get that guy out of my way. Don't want to deal with him. Yeah, this is, I know there are a lot of cool new simulators out there. There's a sweet fishing simulator. Most of you have probably heard of power washing simulator. This is the less favorite parking garage simulator. You're basically a parking garage attendant. You basically have to run around and just make sure everything's okay. Get rid of the weird robots that are just, you know, have Gatling guns attached to them. I've personally never been in this scenario, so I don't think the game resonates with me too much on like the whole the simulation feels familiar level, but you know, I'll try anything twice. Anyway, we're gonna get a call from Aramaki, and then I believe Pazu. They're like, "Hey, there's cameras on level 23, so why don't you just skip that one?" We're like, "All right, we'll go up to 24 then. Work our way up." And this is where the game starts to get a little tricky. We already were introduced to snipers. These are the shotgun bros. They hurt, they stun you, they slow you down, and basically their primary goal is to just basically stun lock you, so everyone else gets a chance to drain all of your health. It's not a good time. Don't worry, we'll meet their annoying cousin, the grenade bros, a little bit later in the run as well. But we're going to wrap up the parking garage simulator, and we're going to find this van here, and this very suspicious looking crate, which is not a good thing. And as it turns out, within this case, we have some rice. Just some rice. I know, strange. Just leaving rice in a case like that. You need to have the bag. You ever go to the grocery store and slap the bags of rice? I love that. It's one of my favorite things in the world. Anyway, Major is now stuck in a warehouse. This is not Forklift Simulator, sadly. Big fan of Forklift Simulator, though. There we go. And through hacking this terminal, if you remember the thing we interacted with, the little Jameson robot, we get to be the little Jameson robot now. And let me tell you, it's cute. Its little legs. Anyway, thankfully for us, this little air vent is completely busted out already. Don't know who did that, but we'll thank them later. And what we need the little Jameson boy to do over here is just make its way down the stairs to this control terminal and open it up for us. Thanks for your service. All right, that's done. We're gonna work our way down to the second floor here. I'm not a big fan of stairs, so I'm just gonna kind of jump between the levels there. These dudes have no idea what's up. I'm just gonna run right by them. We'll catch them later. Thankfully for us, the enemies in this game don't know how to open doors, so they're just like, just made it through. Nothing we can do about it.
I'm starting my knee hop.
Door closed, sorry. Oh, the Jameson bots are adorable. I'm still a little bit rusty. The one thing about this game that is quite difficult is the jump mechanics are... I'd almost swear they're random. Your movement is very, very floaty. How far and how high you jump is seemingly almost randomized. It is what it is. It's part of the fun of being a PS2 game. The real interesting tie-in, however, is I wasn't able to show it because, I didn't load in on the game. I just was, left it up from doing practice. This game was developed by a company by the name of Kavia, which might ring a bell for some people. They were responsible for the absolute crime against humanity called Drakengard, which some dude called Yoko Taro made. He's all right, I guess. He might be known a little bit better for his games from the Nier series, I believe it's called. And Kavia was bought out by this also rather unknown company at one point called Platinum Games, I think, or something like that. Oh, this is not a good time. There we go.
Hey, this is one man who's never late for his dates.
That dude's being a beehole. Anyway, if you exit the game too quick, you're now stuck listening to the dialogue before it realizes you're done. It's got promise for a small game, yeah. Look, all I can say is the series went downhill once that Keiichi Okabe guy went in. I'd rate his soundtrack 20 out of 100 points. For those of you that don't get that joke, anytime like they do, like anytime the Nier Orchestra performs and Yoko Taro's there, most of the time he just yells at Keiichi Okabe and tells him his music sucks. Which is fabulous considering they just played it at the Olympics, and I can just imagine the phone call that happened. Like, hey, they're playing your horrible music. Anyway, this is the level that has a tremendous skip. I'll explain it as best as I can because I'm just not the one to do it. I think only one of the runners who have run this has actually done it in a run and nailed it. But it involves backflipping and then wall jumping off of an invisible part of a tree to hang off of the invisible wall for one of the glass panels that rings the outer area of the top level. And then you drop down onto a series of invisible walls. Wow. All right. I guess we're just not gonna hang. That'll happen sometimes. You hit the hang button and you just don't. Again, PS2, Cavia. You kind of get used to it. But yeah, that little glass wall up there, you end up dropping down into this area. So it saves a good like 20-30 seconds, but if you miss even once, it is a time loss. Just because of the amount of setup time and how far away from the actual area you're intended to go you have to move. Again, it's a cool thing to show off in a glitch exhibition. I just am not comfortable enough with that trick. I've spent hours before practicing it, and it's just nowhere near consistent. Anyway, that place gone, we are now tasked with making our way through this dam area. Little office building here. Thankfully, once I'm in the elevator, these enemies here have the accuracy of your standard stormtrooper on the in Star Wars. It's pretty gnarly. There we go. And thankfully, there's all these weird little cutouts and pipe works that we can jump off of, and Major's just gonna not grab that pipe again. 0 for 2 on those. Make it more obvious I know nothing about Star Wars. Look, I only saw the good ones, buddy. My favorite Star Wars is the one with the guy with the wrinkles on his forehead. Star Wars is the one with the Kataro in it, right? Anyway, these gentlemen have seemingly forgot that I just took an elevator. Just brought it right back down. Pretty simple. Nice enemies, thankfully, this level. This one can get a little crunchy sometimes. Also, I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be music playing. For whatever reason, there's just not. Anyway, get rid of that shotgun, bro. I don't have time to deal with him today. Oof. There's the music. All right, now somehow they've cut the power to our elevator. Completely forgetting that we can wall jump. We're just gonna make our way up the elevator wall here. Once Major stops giving me problems. Good lord, game. There we go. Simple enough. grab ourselves that assault rifle. Notice most of the time it really doesn't matter what weaponry I use. You basically just want to limit your combat as much as possible to like necessities. The other thing you'll notice is when there is lots of, you know, gunfire and explosions on screen, the frame rate does seem to tank a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean by quite a significant margin. All right, so now Major has made it to the underside of the dam. Unfortunately for us, that giant tower in front of us is a jammer. So we now have basically been cut off communication-wise, which was the big issue with the last area, is we had fallen out of contact with Major. So, oh, sweet cinematic roll. Yeah, you get like this dope slow-mo whenever you like basically perfect dodge stuff. Pretty dope. Also gives you horrible amounts of time loss, is what it is. But we're gonna roll our way over here with Bateau to shut down the jammer, or at least start to. And we're gonna pull some files as well. Now, our next course of action is to make it to the underside, under the street level portion here, to hopefully link up with Major and kind of figure out what's been going on with this rice that we've found. The rice apparently has nanomachines in it, which is obviously not a good thing because they are malicious and evil. Nope, no luck on that one. Little bit of a run here for Bateau. Now he's got to crawl his way through the air vents. For whatever reason, all the doors are locked. So, you know, we'll just take the high road on this one, and kind of wiggle walk our way here. Anyway, no one checks the air vents in these places anymore. I swear it's like they've never seen a spy movie in their entire life. Oh.
Reminds me of the scene from Boondock Saints.
Yeah.
Bad TV's the reason for all this.
This is why we need cable! Anyway, just kind of blast my way through there. You're gonna see a lot more shotgun dudes. What's up, Dad? As we continue through this level, and as the game continues. I'm also gonna start using some sub-weapons here. We saw the throwing knives with Major earlier. Bateau's sub-weapon of choice, of course, as the big sturdy man that he is the grenade. Man, these spawns are not great. Yep, probably gonna take the L on this one. Oh no! I have no idea how I'm still alive. That was absolutely awful. But hey, didn't die. Almost. Got real close. That's alright. That was just horrible spawn pattern. Alright. Now that that's taken care of, we're gonna get waxed by the shotgun bro. That's what's gonna happen. I think I should start right there. Yeah, not a big problem. Anyway, that just makes it easier for me at this point. Now the goal here is to hopefully retain a round or two. I have a pretty gnarly section to get through at the end that involves another dude with a grenade launcher, a bunch of shotgun bros, and well, it just gets really messy. You basically have to explode your way through a corridor. It's not my favorite part of the run. It's generally one of the bigger pinch points as well when pushing for PBs. Boo-doo-doo. Anyway, we get a heads up call from the rest of the team that, hey, the area ahead is sealed off. You're gonna have to find a way to make your way out of here. And we're like, all right, well, I mean, there's probably some way to either like unseal the doors or figure something else out. I'm just gonna say what's up to the homies in the room here. Clear that out for myself, all nice and quick like. It's really good. Normally I make a mistake and shoot that computer right there and end up exploding myself, but you know, I figured maybe I'd try and redeem myself just once during a marathon run. Coming up the stairs. Woo! I'm on a better timing cycle than him for once. Anyway, take care of that guy. Another shotgun bro. Got to get to him first. And we're basically just going to jump into the water intake pipes and use these giant sewer passages as a way to get down into the next area. I grab the thermoptic camouflage. We'll start seeing that in a couple more levels here. Basically just makes us invisible to the enemies, which is really nice because this is a horrible corridor to try and get ourselves through. So just gonna skip them and use the server mainframe here to unlock all the doors I need. It's also going to shut down the rest of the jamming barrier, which is really nice. Well, we actually have a giant attack helicopter to fight next, the Jigabachi, once I get out of this area, including one of my favoritely named tricks that I named. It's literally just the zero cycle Jigabachi. But it does take a little bit of forethought. We'll wiggle walk our way through the corridor. I wish it wasn't true, but it is slightly faster to mash the crouch button while holding forward in a restricted space like this, because it just kind of bumps you forward slightly. It's rather strange. Anyway, welcome to Hell Hall. It's pretty awful, so hopefully we make it through first try, because reloading is embarrassing. Also, it throws off all the enemy timing, and I have to relearn all the spawns. Anyway, these are shotgun dudes. They are not great. Ooh.
Run for bros.
They have never been our bros. This dude is the big pain in the butt. I would rather take some... Oh, of course. All I need to do is just get like another frame and to the right. Oh, well. Sometimes you get unlucky like that. It really do be that way sometimes. Anyway, the assault rifle gentlemen definitely do a lot of damage. There we go. All right. A little bit more finesse that time. Sometimes you just get unfortunate and they just completely unload on you. Sometimes you can stand right in front of them and they just whiff. Nature of the beast. Anyway, the Tachicomas really miss us. We'll meet up with them in a little bit. Anyway, here's my rocket launcher, and here's the Jigabachi. I'm just going to start taking my shots, and hopefully all three of them land properly. Looks great. Zero cycle Jigabachi, everybody. I don't know how I do it, because you're doing it against a blue background, so I just kind of roughly pick a spot that feels right and just start hoping that it's correct and then adjust as I go along. Anyway, that fight gets annoying, though, because you have a bunch of turrets that pop up that you can't destroy that just start shooting at you. Anyway, very interestingly enough, the helicopter starts to go into the water, and then we realize it's not water. It's a giant hologram hiding this massive complex of buildings and training facilities and all sorts of stuff on the underside of the dam. I'm going to play peekaboo with this guy, get him out of the way. And then we have two of our favorite friends back to back here. We have Shotgun Bro, who's going to be pretty friendly, and then we have Assault Rifle Bro. I want to take Assault Rifle Bro's weapon because it's very nice. Reload everything. And just kind of spider jump down this wall here. Try and at least stun that guy so he can't shoot me. Hey, got the full kill on him. Pretty easy. Now we have our standard Motoko Kusanagi 3D platformer extravaganza, including our friend the Thermoptic camouflage once again. Jump around this building here, grab a second little bit of it here, flip it. But yeah, I just don't like feel like dealing with these guys. This level can get pretty rough at the end as well. Another small room full of enemies with shotguns and grenade launchers, so it's just not a pleasant time, you know. But thankfully this will last a little bit longer because I grabbed 2 of them. We can hopefully make our way through to the next little area. Also, banging drum and bass. Sweet soundtracks in this game, even though it's only like 2 or 3 tracks. Cool. Made it through nice and easily. This area is full of enemies. There's some turrets. I gotta sidestep this dude who's gonna take a shot. And use this computer here to unlock the door right next to us and hopefully slide through without any problems. Oh, perfect dodge. Baited him into a physical attack and just slid past him. Anyway, our goal now is to basically just get outside, get down to the ground floor. At the bottom of the, all the way at the bottom of this dam area, there is a training facility that helicopter landed in. The helicopter is military spec copter, which is weird because this resistance group seems to have stolen a military helicopter. Probably not a good thing. That dude's very rude. You're not supposed to hit ladies, sir. So I'm gonna seat him over there properly. Missed my jump though. Feels bad. Again, jump controls are a little finicky in this game. Sometimes you get what you want. Most of the time you just gotta kind of correct what it gives you. There we go. This will live for now. Get that guy out of the way. Oh, nope. Still gonna... Alright, whatever. It's good enough for me. Anyway, swap over to our assault rifle here. Try and take out assault rifle dude. Shotgun dude. There's grenade launcher guy. Got him all out of the way. So clear the rest of the pile. Take that with us just for safekeeping. There we go. Not too bad. It's always a trickier jump than it looks. Anyway, we've made it outside, which is super cool. And we are now going to just kind of get down to street level. I don't mean to be this high, but that's okay. Break my fall by jumping off the walls and aiming down.
Major, that grain is micro machine rice that was developed by applying
Try and get rid of these gentlemen in the way. Nice. Finish my dialogue so I can interact with the door and get the heck out of here. I don't want to be stuck on the street with those crazy peoples. Anyway, on the other side of the world, we'll swap back to Bateau. In case you haven't noticed, there's a flip-flop of missions until they kind of link back up eventually. All the way at the bottom of this area, Bateau has found his way to the crashed helicopter, which is the Jigabachi, which I like saying. It's a fun word. Feels good coming out of your mouth. And he's found this weird training facility. And we're going to basically just kind of clear our way through it. I'm going to start taking some long shots at this fine gentleman holding a missile launcher. 1, because I want it, and 2, because I definitely don't want him to shoot me with it. It makes this level infinitely harder when you can't stop getting blown to small pieces. Someone's going to get a lucky shot in the back of the knee there. Fortunate stutter. This shotgun bro is the bane of my existence. I'm going to very, very artfully dodge that one. Beautiful. Chef's kiss on that one. Anyway, we're going to make our way down this long series of hallways, of course, with very narrow sides and explosive goods to the side of us. You know, basically the place you don't want to be, with enemies that are horrible at aiming, and me, who's also kind of lackadaisical with my aiming skills. There we go. That rocket did absolutely nothing, blowing up that fine sign as opposed to, you know, actually damaging literally anything. Anyway, we have now found out the name of the evil person who planted this horrible virus inside that rice. His name is Kyoslilmonster. So now basically we're hunting for more information on where this evil terrorist might be hiding. So Bateau's going to just kind of make his way through the training facility. And apparently there may or may not be like some sort of underground facility here even. Anyway, they're talking about Yasuo's posting on the internet, kind of, you know, posted his manifesto of how the government is evil. You know, I guess, you know, whatever your standard kind of literary talents are. Oof. There we go. So it made it to the other side of the training facility, and much like the first side we were on, well, wouldn't you know it? Dude, 1.21 gigabachis? That's a lot more gigabachis than I can handle in one sitting. I pride myself in my gigabachi handling skill, but I don't know if I can do 1.1 of them, let alone 1.2. I'm loaded for bear, and hey, look, it's our best friend, Thermoptic Camouflage, which is good because this upcoming hallway is absolutely swarming with enemies and turrets, and it's a nightmare. 2 turrets, 3 shotgun dudes, and a grenade launcher boy. Not the type of party I want to go to, so I'm just gonna skip it all. Thankfully, we are almost at the end of this area. Just got a small corridor to go through. Hopefully things go pretty easily here. But this will take us down to the underground facility, where apparently there's all sorts of crazy stuff going on. Sir, that was inappropriate. The shotgun bros knew I was coming. That dude clearly not practicing trigger safety. And Bateau opens the storage to basically find a bunch of, you know, freezing chambers, and, well, Kyoslilmonster was in it, but Kyoslilmonster was dead and been dead for a hot minute. So now we're not even sure who we're chasing. Anyway, I hope you like Tachikomas. What's up?
Said, wouldn't that be complicated?
It's very complicated. Welcome to the world of cyber machines.
Freezing chambers and hot minute.
Yep, you know it. Anyway, everyone loves Tachikoma. This is the Tachikoma level. You get one of these. My goal is to just deal with all 3 of these jumpy tank boys. Thankfully, it looks like they're mildly cooperating. Just got to keep an eye on that one. But there is a whole lot of action going on in this level. A whole lot of dry fire. I am looking for one more. Oh, there it is. It was kind enough to come and greet me over here. Very nice shot. Oh, not good enough. There we go. That was actually surprisingly quick. That level can sometimes be an absolute bugbear, but that's all you got to do is just clear those. Anyway, I'm not sure exactly how that level fits into everything, but we get to play as the Tachikoma. Tachikomas are cute. Little handbrake here for a second. Quick stretch. Anyway, it's another attack helicopter. Except this time it's not a Jigabachi. It's a, I don't remember what the name is, besides the fact that it's really annoying. So as Major, we're just gonna make our way down the side of this building. Pretty quickly. There is a way you can do it out of bounds. Again, it's a super risky setup. Not anything I'd pull in a marathon, otherwise I'd be sitting here all day doing it. But we're going to get backfilled in about Kyoslilmonster and his associates.
Chief, I've detected a virus code for a cellular suicide
And
program.
Pazu finally explains to us just how bad the rice is. Basically, you eat it and it kills you. It's like really bad sushi. And there's all sorts of blackmail letters now, because like the agricultural ministry knew about it, but someone on the inside was getting blackmailed, so they just kind of didn't say anything. Ugh, man, it's a full-blown political nightmare, I tell you. Anyway, I'm just going to keep jumping, because that's what I do best. And thankfully, there's just like this little shortcut here that takes us right to the boss room of the level, even though you're supposed to explore more of it. So I don't care. I've seen it before. I don't feel the need to share that with everybody. This guy, asleep on the job, having a nap, is going to get in the way of me dealing with this helicopter. I'll wait for it to kind of get itself set up here. Sweet dodge. Show it, I mean business. And start laying into it. Sweet acrobatics there, just to show off a little bit. There we go. Shoot a bit when it's in midair and moving. Yeah, that already took some pretty heavy damage. Just take a missile directly to the stomach, you know? Just cyborg things. And should have one more round of this. All right, that looks just about correct. And we should see the door side open soon through all the smoke. Yep, there's the enemies. And I'm just gonna do myself a favor, clear out everyone who's inside of the helicopter so I can jump into it. Pretty nice, just get a nice sweet entrance once it decides to make its way. It'll trick you. You may think, oh, I'm gonna get close to something. Nope, pulls right away from you. Wish you could. I've tried many, many a times. It does not get close enough, sadly. Who has more HP, me or the helicopter? Well, it depends. What's the wind like currently? Nah, thankfully, because it's just such a hard thing to shoot and you don't have really anything good, the game is nice enough to make the missiles not completely blow you up until you're on like very hard mode. Anyway, I've now absconded with this helicopter and pulled the data off of it and, you know, crashed into the ground, and we found another further underground silo. All sorts of questionable things going on here, but we will ride this down. And I'll show off our sweet moves because I really have nothing better to do. You got anything to plug, Kuro?
Let me check one moment. Well, we do have the Spyro the Dragon and Chicory incentives that are yet to be met. Other than that, it's been kind of quiet on my side. We do have the charity that we are working with, WaterAid, that has been around for 30 years, and their goal is to bring clean water and good toilets to everyone. In the last couple of years of COVID-19, they've taken on an even greater challenge. Since hand washing is such an important part of preventing the spread of COVID-19, having soap and clean water is important, and they've been doing even more efforts towards that effect. Find out more, obviously, they've posted what their primary mission is and how they're dealing with COVID at www.wateraid.org.
Gotta go wash your hands. I just watched that dude fall. That was funny. Anyway, instead of doing what I'm supposed to be doing, I figured out earlier today that just hanging and releasing on those is about 5 to 10 seconds faster. So new strats for the run. Already? Hardest jump in the game, right there. I would recommend washing your hands after touching all these dirty air ducts. Gonna bring out our friend the throwing knife here. We have a sniper in this area, and we haven't seen these since like the first level with Major. These enemies are absolutely ruthless. Will shoot me directly through that area, directly through the face. Do not collect $100. Do not pass go. Generally a pretty bad time for everyone involved. But that's okay. That's really the last time I super have to deal with them. Even though I have full health and full body armor, one shot is enough to end it, so I gotta be really quick with this. Very nice. Overall, surprisingly clean level. This is generally the level I end up struggling with when I have a good run going, just because it's all it takes is one little twitch on the controller, and you're either fighting something you don't want to, or you're getting popped by a sniper, and it's never really a fun time. Anyway, got some time to burn. Gonna do some sweet acrobatics, let people know, you know, I am like a digital cyber ninja. Gonna take out these robo boys. They're just kind of in my way. Parching my mellow right now. Show them I mean business. And take our next elevator down. Anyway, there's a bunch of enemies. I'm gonna hide from them. They won't see me. It's kind of funny. All right, and then I have to deal with Shotgun Bro, Grenade Launcher Boy, and Giant Battle Mech. Why they have a Giant Battle Mech there, I'm not 100% certain, but he is no friend of mine. Anyway, through the fire of that guy. There we go. And tricked our way out. Very nice. Another little area to fall down, and then we should be back to Bateau. Oh, bother. Did not line that up right. I'll try that one again real quick. Do it the old school way. There we go. Safety first. All right, we out of there. Well, we have made it to the end of Major's section. She's all the way down at the bottom of the area, beneath the dam in the underground facility, headed towards, they have like basically, it's a rice farm. And she's going to investigate. Bateau is now going to try his best to somehow link up with her as quickly as possible through what is probably some of the heaviest guarded areas. I'm not sure why you need like 10 drones in that one hallway. It's not a great time. We're going to get pretty chewed up here, but thankfully there are health packs and very vital spots along the way that I should just be able to make it unless I get horrendously, heinously unlucky. And get our grenades ready. The one good thing about all those little combat drones is that they do spawn very close together, which means I can just kind of wipe them out with a well-timed and nicely placed explosive from like, well, I don't know, a grenade, maybe a rocket launcher. We'll see what we can find along the way. It's a honking big facility. Honk. Anyway, I'm going to prematurely talk to this security console. It's going to be like, oh man, illegal access detected. We're going to set the barriers up early. And I'm like, oh darn. This is actually intentional. It's so I can open one of the drone bays early in order to get access to something that's going to make my life a little bit easier. I throw that right there. Hi boys. Oh, this one's going to decide that he wants to go off on his own. That's all right. I'll take his security card. And I'll take this nifty guided grenade launcher really quickly. Definitely going to come in handy for the rest of the run. Anyway, we've already known what's going to happen. Oh, darn. That one decided to not cooperate. Very rude. Very selfish. I said good day, sir. There we go. So now I have to collect 5 security cards to turn off the annoying alarm that everyone's probably going to absolutely enjoy for the next about minute or so. All right, we have A, B, C, D, and now we need E and F, which are all the way back at the start of this area. Good news for us, though, is there is that health pack over there. I'll probably grab that on the way back through just for safety. Generally, I don't, because it's not really necessary. Just play better. Ooh, that guy got bounced. There's F, and up here should be E. E. All right, I have all the cards that I need. Grab our little health pack. Fully healed, still got a full rack, plus more Sebero ammunition that I absolutely know what to do with. But we'll get rid of that annoying noise so everyone, you know, doesn't entirely lose their sanity. It's gonna check all of my keys. It's gonna be like, all right, you got all 6 keys. Good job. Congratulations. I think I said 5 earlier. It's actually 6. I can't count, okay? I'm a cat boy. I don't do math. I do literature. Anyway, hop on our elevator and go down. I sold it to Satan for a corn chip. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Anyway, Aramaki's gonna call and let us know, like, hey man, there's some wacky stuff going down in this facility. And we're like, well, what do you mean? Well, how about a bunch of clones coming out of the walls? Like, yeah, that is pretty creepy. We should probably shut this place down. Definitely not what we signed up for. Not what we want in our backyard. Classic NIMBYism. No one wants a resistance/terrorist group popping up in their backyard. It's awful. Awful for real estate prices these days. Anyway, this area is clear without a single shot fired. And we got to take some more elevators down to reach the bottom of this area. So we just got to clear out a couple of rooms here, deal with some mech suits. It should be an easy breezy kind of affair, though. Take out that guy up there. I don't feel like dealing with him. We're going to say hello to 3, maybe 4 of his friends down here. It looks like I'm just going to go for the triple. Oh, I got a double on it, and that dude got exploded 3 times and ragdolled twice. Bad day for him. Ouch. Anyway, we're going to randomly have some enemies pop up because we're actually moving through the level faster than we're actually designed to. So you'll see this guy just appear out of nowhere. Good for him. He learned how to phase in and out of this plane of existence. A lucky guy. Not going to really get the kill on that one. Oh well. Jump our way down here, deal with Rocket Launcher Man. He's, ouch. Gonna make my day miserable. Take about 3/4 of my health there. Thanks, bud. Anyway, take another elevator down. Lots of elevators, but we really gotta go to the bottom here. Anyway, during practice today, there are gonna be some giant mech suits you'll see. I had 2 of them decide that they wanted to join me on the elevator ride down, which is not great because there's nowhere you can go, really. So it's just terrifying, really. And this is my stop. I don't wait. And we'll line this up and explode ourselves. That's what we're gonna do, apparently. Happens to the best of us sometime. The enemy up front decided to keep charging, unfortunately. Sometimes it be that way. Do 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 do. All right, try it again. Anyway, we figured out that it's not Yaswa we're after. It's actually his sister, who she blames the government, and specifically us, for his untimely death. That's where we discover the body cache, basically. And we will now join Major in the rice fields, not with Filthy Frank, but instead a giant battle robot. And it is angry. And invisible, kind of. Nope, there it is. I'm looking for it. Basically, the spawn pattern here is we're gonna go to a corner. We're gonna have 3 invisible enemies spawn. One of them is going to have a key card that we desperately need to help kind of overwrite the optical camouflage on the large giant spider robot. And I want to try and keep this giant battle spider robot over there, because it has an annoying tendency to come over here and stand right on top of the terminal that I need. It also likes to block us from getting the health pack that is situated right there as well. It looks like he decided to listen today, which is very, very kind of him. I thank you, giant battle robot, for not being an absolute jerkwad. All right, we'll slide back over here. Just wait for our next spawn. There they are. Mash the text while I go through this to force the enemies to spawn faster. There he is. And one more. Woo, that was close. Take this one over here. As you can see, the giant battle robot actually does do significant damage to us and does not miss that often. Can be a bit of a pain in the tuchus. Now we'll get our last wave of spawns here. Down to only 20% optical camouflage efficiency currently. There's the second one. A little bit of a longer dialogue read here. More of a monologue, really. The voice is coming from Yaswa's sister, who is actually controlling the giant spider battle robot. And amazingly, she is quite a good giant spider mech battle robot pilot. And much like the meme, she doesn't miss. Let me grab this health pack here, though. Reload. Swap over to the assault rifle I picked up off the first commander-style enemy. And we're going to shut the optical camouflage down. And we're going to be coming up on time pretty quickly here. I'm just going to lay right into the boss, and hopefully no shenanigans ensue. Oof! No shenanigans ensuing. There we go. Dodge the second one. Looking pretty good. And get ready for time. And time. Get a sweet fight scene where Major fights herself. So, you know, personification of fighting your own inner demons. This is where the game turns into SMT.
What the hell is going on? Major?
What is Bato to do? He can't figure out which one.
Sure. No,
The classic. Which one is it? No, don't shoot. I'm the real one. But then he remembers.
both of their ID signals show each to be the real Major. Not much choice then.
Ha! The one that looks. It's the fake.
So you're the fake.
You're late.
Damn. Nothing changes with you.
Oh no, the dam's flooding the rice field. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. If you ever see this game floating around your bargain bin, it's definitely worth it. Honestly, it has one of the coolest multiplayers I've ever played, where you can be Tachikomas, enemy soldiers, or, you know, your mix of Bateau or the Major. So definitely interesting.
Well, thank you very much for this, Kyozo. It was a great watch.
Yeah, it's a short
Also,
and sweet one.
Thank you, Thrasher. Welcome to the party.
That bitch triggered this place's
We did have
self-destruct
a donation come through towards the end of your run.
Cool.
Just gotta get out of here and it's mission
It
complete.
looks like Anonymous wants to see the incentive for Chicory climbing the mountain met.
Really isn't my
Thank you very
day.
much, Anonymous.
This way's no good either.